What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLad88 coming at you with another video. Today I've got another deck profile for you guys, doing an update to my Gyarados deck profile. Now that I've actually played with this deck a little bit, I've seen where I need to make changes, and I understand how cards work better in this deck. So just kind of ignore my first deck profile, because I realized after playing that I had no idea what I was talking about. So this is the real deck profile. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our Pokemon first. First, we run 3 copies of our big boss monster in the form of Mega Gyarados EX. So this guy's ability attack is Blast Geyser. It costs 4 colorless, and you do 20 extra damage for each water energy attached to Mega Gyarados, and then you discard 2 cards from your deck. It has a 120 base, so if you can get about 5 water energies, you can pretty much one-shot almost anything in the game. The entire strategy behind this deck is to basically load up this guy with as much water energy as possible, and then just swing for really big, numbers. So we run 3 of this guy. In addition, we run 3 copies of regular Gyarados. Stormy Seas is actually an okay ability to get water energy onto your Gyarados eventually for your Mega Gyarados. And then Splash Burn isn't so bad. I mean, it only does 10 extra damage to your bench Pokemon, and because we're running Stormy Seas, we can heal that during our turn, so it's really not that bad. I hope to never come to a point where I have to use that attack, but I guess worst case scenario, it's okay. Next up, we have Palkia EX. Palkia EX, the main reason why I use him is for Aqua Turbo. It has a 40 base, it costs 2 waters, and then after you attack with this move, you can attach 2 water energies to any of your Pokemon. So basically, the idea is that you actually want Palkia or Gyarados to be your starting Pokemon, and there are sort of things that we can do to interchange them once they have enough energy on them, and then you just go ahead with Aqua Turbo and Palkia in order to put water energy on your Gyarados. He is your main attacker, and then when he dies, you move up your Mega Gyarados, and then you just start killing people. So it's really cool. Pearl Hurricane is also okay as well, as a 120 base for 4 waters, and then also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, so not so bad. So for support, we have 1 copy of Hoopa EX. The only reason why I use him is for Scoundrel Ring. Lets me search for any 3 EXs that I want. I can get all the EXs that I need, and then I can also grab Manaphy. The only reason why I use Manaphy is for Aqua Tube. If any of my Pokemon have water energy attached for it, I get free retreat, which is really nice, being able to cycle between Gyarados and Palkia if one of them is weak or something like that. So, yep. Mineral Pump is okay. It heals 30 damage to each of my bench Pokemon, which is nice, but I almost never use that. And then the last Pokemon we run is 3 copies of Regice. I like Regice because I just needed some other basic Pokemon, because the one downside to running all of these EXs is that your opponent can get prize cards really quick. But I like Regice as an anti-EX tech, and I know that there are other anti-EX decks out there, so I wanted to have a fallback Pokemon. So this guy is good against other EXs and then against anti-EX tech. So that does it for all of our Pokemon. Let's go ahead and move into our trainers. We have 4 copies of Sycamore still for draw power. I actually cut down my ends. I'm only running 1 end now. We have 4 trainers males. Being able to search out whatever trainer cards you need is really nice. We have 4 copies of one of the main item cards that we always want to get to, and that is Max Elixir. So one thing that I was wrong about with Max Elixir is Max Elixir actually attaches to your bench Pokemon, not to any of your Pokemon. That would just make this card stupid. But you can still activate this as many times as you want. Look at the top 6 attach with water energy. It really helps us accelerate getting water energy on our Pokemon. So basically, if I start with Gyarados, I can put Palkia in the back, and if I can get multiple energies on by turn 2, then I can just move Palkia up if I have Manaphy on the bench, and then just start swinging with Palkia to get water energy on my Gyarados. So very good stuff still. So we have 4 dive balls, 4 searchers. I do realize that I still run the Hoopa, but I don't really need the Hoopa. The Hoopa's just extra just to, you know, go plus a billion. So dive ball is really good. We have almost nothing but waters, so very good stuff. We have 3 copies of Gyarados Spirit Link, so that our turn doesn't end whenever we Mega Evolve. we have 3 copies of Fighting Fury Belt, which is pretty much for everything that's not Gyarados. It's mostly for Palkia, giving Palkia that extra 40 HP, makes it much harder to kill, and then it turns its 40 attack into a 50 attack. It's actually, it's really nice, and it's, in addition with running Rough Seas, I have a proxy Skyfield until I get my 3rd Rough Seas, being able to heal 30 damage to my Pokemon during my turn. I thought this was during either player's turn based off the way it was worded. Turns out that that is definitely not the case, but still being able to heal 30 during each of my turns is really nice. It gives my Pokemon extra lasting power in addition to running Fighting Fury Belt for my Palkia. And then when the Palkia dies, just move the Gyarados and start swinging. We have 2 Ultra Balls. 2 Ultra Balls as opposed to 4 Ultra Balls in order to basically search for Hoopa EX. I'm perfectly fine with minusing 2 from my hand if it means I get to go plus $1 billion just for putting Hoopa on my bench. A new addition we have is Professor's Letter. There are some times in playtesting where I didn't have any energies in my hand, so Professor's Letter letting me get 2 to my hand is really nice. And then we have the 1 copy Ben, like I said, cut down into 1, running 4 Sycamores and 1 in. That's really all I need. When I was playtesting with one of my friends, they actually brought up a good point about this card not being as good with the less prize cards that you have. And then also, if your opponent's hand is not looking that good, the chance of giving them something that they can possibly use during the next turn, you definitely don't want to do that. So 1 is just fine. For recycling cards, a lot of other 1-0s. We have Super Rod, lets us put any combination of 3 Pokemon and energies back into the deck. We have Lysandre, which allows me to switch out with my opponent's bench Pokemon. I can switch out for their squishy Pokemon, knock them out, and then get a prize card, which is really nice, helps me get that going. AZ to switch out my own Pokemon. I actually don't find that I use this very much, but it's there just in case I need it. And then Energy Retrieval. So while we have Super Rod to get stuff back in the deck, we have Energy Retrieval to get stuff back into our hands. So having a nice mix, having the options, I really like that. And then that does it for all of the supporters. And then we have all these water energies right here. This, I believe it's like 12, I think I have 12 of these, and yeah, that pretty much rounds out the entire deck. So let me know what you guys think of my updated deck. I believe I understand this a little bit better, so once again, just completely ignore that first deck profile and you guys should be good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll be back to you later with future videos. This is Parker Lad, out.